and welcome back to my channel. So today, if you read the title of the video, then I am going to be talking about my nipple piercing and stuff, okay? And stuff. That was very informative. I want this video to split up into two parts. Part one, which is the process of getting your nipples pierced, because I feel like that's quite informative and what you want to know if you're going to get your nipples pierced, and I can tell you that because I went through that process. Part two, tips and tricks that I've learned to like encourage healing. So I decided to get my nipples pierced last year towards the end of the year, like around November time. So obviously I had a look online and stuff, and like just had a browse at the shops, and I picked a shop in Stratford and basically just went in and just got my nipples pierced. So what she first will do is get you to fill out a form, which is like a form to sign your life away pretty much, so to say they're not liable if you die or whatever. Very important medical form. Just some questions that might be under, like if you're pregnant or whatever, just so that they know that they can perform this on you, and so that you can sign and say that they're not liable for anything. So awesome, definitely sign that or you can't get it done pretty much. So she will then call you in. Well, she or whoever's doing the piercing will call you in, and you go into a really sanitized room, because you know you're dealing with like body fluids and stuff like that, so like you want to make sure it's sanitized and stuff. You sit down, you expose your chest. Awesome. So if you don't feel comfortable about exposing your chest, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't get a nipple piercing. So yeah, definitely that. Once you're in, she'll proceed to ask you a few questions, like if you're getting both of them done, or actually no, that would be done before like while you're filling out the form and stuff, so you let them know it's just one. So then she'll proceed to pierce your nipples, and she'll start with whichever one you tell her you feel comfortable with starting with. And I would greatly recommend you numb it. So you have the option to numb your boob or not numb it, which is, you're getting a fucking piercing, so you should just numb it. It's just easier. And yeah, I don't think the numbing really does anything, but it makes you feel good and makes you feel like, you know, I did numb it, so less pain, I guess. And honestly, like in terms of pain, getting it pierced didn't actually hurt, because the process is so fucking fast. I don't know why I had to swear. Why? I need to stop. The process is really fast, and that's all I have to say. Like, because it's so fast, you don't feel the pain until much later on. You know, it's gonna hurt. Like, so now I'm gonna move on to the tips and tricks that I've learnt while living with my pierced nipples and stuff. So awesome. So once you get your nipples pierced, like on the day, they'll give you a huge plaster to place over your boob and your nipple area, where the bar is, of course, to like catch bleeding or anything like that. That acts as something that stops like the bar rubbing on your clothing. So the rubbing hurts. So once you get your nipples pierced, you're gonna be like me, like think you're really cool and stuff, and just like want to show everyone or whatever straight away, because clothing will rub on the bar and it will hurt so much. Don't do it. Just don't risk it. Just give it at least like 6 weeks to like heal and stuff. So yeah, invest in some plasters is what I'm saying by that story. If you got it, large plasters to obviously change, because you can't use the same plaster 6 weeks. That's fucking gross, and you might get a bacterial infection. You don't want to introduce bacteria to like the area where you just got pierced, because it is your boob after all. So like, you don't want to, you know, damage that and have like issues that later on. It's just not fun. Okay, don't do that. And two, invest in some sea salt, because it encourages healing. And I'm telling you, sea salt is what's going to fix your boob. So sometimes like around the nipple, like around the bar, you will get like some crust building up, or like just like bleeding and just stuff if you knock your boob on things, if you're stupid like me. So sea salt will literally dry out the area. So don't get table salt, because that has iodine in it and it's just not good. Sea salt is like less, I don't remember the process, it's just better. It's just gets, and I would recommend like making a sea salt solution and cleaning your nipple like before you go to bed, when you wake up, pretty much, just to dry out the area and just stop like bacteria getting in there. And it's just do that, and you'll have a great experience with your nipple piercing, and it will be fun and sweet, and you can enjoy wearing like cute tops or whatever. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and like this video if you've got a nipple piercing, or like comment down more tips if you know any other tips that I haven't said. So yeah, peace.